Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. And welcome to Wednesday's edition of the DC Universe Daily. Should Patty Jenkins write and direct Wonder Woman 3? Well, she's actually nearly finished the script for Wonder Woman 3. And according to her several weeks ago, not only will she be writing and directing Wonder Woman 3, the studio has asked her to write many more future Wonder Woman projects. How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel comfortable or confident? Don't forget, we have a brand new DC Studios with two brand new co-chairs of this studio. But it seems like nothing is actually changing, that it's all the same thing. Because we all know that Wonder Woman 84, it's not even about opinions. Wonder Woman 84 wasn't a good movie, wasn't a great movie. It was a terribly made movie, and the only compliment I can give it really is its score by Hans Zimmer was outstanding. And Gal Gadot really tried to deliver a great performance. I think she actually did, despite the film being so bad and the story execution being so bad. I think Gal tried her best. She's a great Wonder Woman, and great casting by Zack Snyder. Like all of his other Justice League characters were great casting. So Wonder Woman 84 is a terrible movie. So I actually think this will kind of show us what kind of influence James Gunn and Peter Safran have within the new DC Studios. And, you know, if they do decide that Patty Jenkins should write and direct Wonder Woman 3 and, you know, moving forward other Wonder Woman projects, then we'd have to we'd have to question their sanity, wouldn't we? We'd have to question that choice, because James Gunn isn't a stupid man. He knows the industry, he understands the industry, he knows what makes a great superhero movie and what doesn't make a great superhero movie. And I'm sure inside of his head, he knows Patty Jenkins is the wrong person to helm Wonder Woman going forward. We all know that. But it'll be interesting, because if we find out for sure that she's definitely doing Wonder Woman 3, and according to her, she is, but we'll see. Things change very, very quickly. The Batgirl directors thought they were going to have a Batgirl movie coming out, and it was shelved. Or have we all forgotten about that already? So things can change really quickly. But it is a big thing. It is an important situation, because this actually tells us so many things. And I think this decision will come very, very soon. Now, I think it was Gal Gadot's birthday yesterday, or anniversary, or whatever. And she was talking about how she loves the fans, how she loves playing Wonder Woman, and she can't wait to be able to tell us what she's doing next with Wonder Woman. She's very excited for the next step in the character's evolution. We all are, because we all love Gal as Wonder Woman. That's one thing we can say. Gal Gadot is a great Wonder Woman. There's no question about that. Unfortunately, Gal Gadot is just an actor, not a writer, and not a director. So however good she is in the role, she can't save a bad movie. And she didn't save Wonder Woman 84, regrettably, because it's terrible. No matter what way you look at it. You know, if I'm a studio head and this person delivers this movie, first of all, it's never going to be released in cinemas. I don't care the cost to my studio. And my justification to my shareholders would be, we can't release this. This is fucking embarrassing. And Wonder Woman 84 was utterly embarrassing, but mainly it embarrassed Patty Jenkins herself. And she can't even blame studio interference this time, because she told us that Hamada wanted to bin the mouse scene and the Themyscira scene. And she said no. Now, I think the Themyscira scene with little Lily Aspel as younger Diana is the best thing about the movie. If you cut that, you've actually got nothing. But the mouse scene is absolutely terrible. It's a rip-off to the opening sequence of Superman 3 when Clark Kent's walking through Metropolis with the custard pie and all the clumsy things that are going on before he saves a man from drowning in a car. So they literally nicked that. But that opening Superman 3 sequence is genuinely funny. And Christopher Reeve, performs the hell out of it. But that mouse sequence is absolutely terrible. I mean, if you liked it, good luck to you, but I didn't. It's my opinion that Patty Jenkins should never write or direct or be involved with Wonder Woman again. What do I think's going to happen? I think she's going to be writing and directing Wonder Woman 3. This proves that DCU is just a rebranded DCEU. DC Universe is just the DC Extended Universe, and nothing has changed, everyone. That's going to be the proof. If she remains on this project, it proves nothing has changed. Because tell me, what has changed? They think by calling it a DC Universe and taking the E out, that fools anyone. So we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens there. It's a huge decision. A huge decision. Either you're serious about making money or you're not. Because you won't make money from a Patty Jenkins Wonder Woman movie. Now, she's protected by the last pandemic, so we'll never know how well that film would have done in theatres, because that film didn't do well in theatres because of the pandemic and it was on day and date. So we can't judge the box office of that movie. But there'll be no escape for her this time. There'll be, let's hope, there'll be no pandemic to protect her this time. And the pandemic did protect her. Because I think that would have been a flop, normally. I don't think it would have made a lot of money. I don't think there would have been a lot of repeat views for that movie. So, look, for me, if it were me, she'd be out on her ear. As I say, the movie wouldn't have even been released. But, I think these people are still within the same mentality. Look, you're claiming this is a new DC Studios, James Gunn, that this is a new DC Universe. If it's a new DC Universe, then you get the best director, the best writer. You bring back Alan Heinberg, who wrote a fucking amazing Wonder Woman movie, and you bring in a director who can give us a great vision of Wonder Woman. What you don't do is greenlight a script from a writer-director who messed up the last Wonder Woman movie. And people will say, well, she should be allowed to finish her trilogy. What trilogy? What did the sequel actually have to say about Wonder Woman? What did it have to say from the first film? Did it even continue from the first film? Well, Steve Trevor was there, and that was another blunder, wasn't it? But let's not forget, she moved so many bloody years away from the first Wonder Woman movie, she couldn't use Zack Snyder's and Alan Heinberg's brilliantly written supporting characters. They were well cast, they were brilliant, they were one of the strengths of the first movie, to have Wonder Woman sitting there, interacting with these men and trying to help them, the assassin who couldn't use his gun anymore. It was amazing. And she went so far away from those characters that were literally one of the best things about the movie. Make it make sense. So if James Gunn and Peter Safran and David Zaslav go, yeah, carry on, Patty, I'm going to have a lot to say about that, and ain't nobody going to stop me. Because if Patty Jenkins continues to guide Wonder Woman into the DC Universe, what this tells me is, like I confirmed the other day, because I believed this already anyway, that actually nothing has changed. Because everyone, nothing has changed. I noticed I lost a subscriber yesterday. I don't care. I can lose every subscriber. I'll still come on here. I'll talk to my fucking self. I couldn't give a shit. I have to be me. I have to be honest. I'm not here to shield. I'm sorry. I'm not here to shield. I'm here to give my honest thoughts. Now, surely you've known that since 2018. If you've been following me since 2018, you know I say what the fuck I want. You know I speak from the heart. I can't pretend. I won't pretend. If Patty Jenkins remains on this project, nothing has changed. DC Universe is literally still DCEU. That's a fact. You can't claim you're doing something bold, new and fresh, then allow Patty Jenkins, the woman who destroyed Wonder Woman in Wonder Woman 84 and took away the shield and the sword, and tell me you're doing something new. So this will decide everything for me. For me personally, I will know where we're heading. If Patty Jenkins doesn't direct the next Wonder Woman movie, then I think we've got something very exciting from James Gunn and Peter Safran. But I don't think that's the case. I think the case is, let's just do a little bit of rebranding and make it look like we're doing something new. If this is the case, everyone, how dumb are you? You know, Warner Brothers Discovery is needing to find $3 billion, $4 billion from somewhere, and potentially you're doing this. Because I don't see anything that proves to me that Patty Jenkins won't write and direct Wonder Woman 3. She's obviously going to show them the script. She's obviously having meetings with them. Because the thing that should have happened is the thing that I keep on saying should have happened. DCU should be a completely new franchise. Now, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on this. That may be the case. You know, maybe DC Universe is totally different from DCEU. I hope so, but I have my doubts because life isn't that kind, everyone. And I think these people are far too lazy and unambitious to do that. So we'll see. At the end of the day, we will see if we have a brand new universe, as James Gunn is calling it, or if it's the same thing. He's the one who's calling this a brand new universe, calling it beyond the DCEU. Well, let's see that. Let's see, because if this is just a rebranded DC Extended Universe, look, you're not going to make any money from that. The audience have already spoken. There's no way you can fix this. They tried that with Justice League and they failed miserably because what Zack was doing was a lot better. And if they just allowed him to finish and then did something new within the same universe, we wouldn't be here now. Maybe James Gunn and Peter Safran also wouldn't be the co-chairs of DC Studios. But we will see. We will see. That's what I'm saying today. If Patty Jenkins is still involved in Wonder Woman, we know that DC Universe is DC Extended Universe and nothing has changed. And it's really obvious because we've all seen Wonder Woman 84. We all know what type of a film it is. None of us, even the ones that pretend they loved it, didn't like it, because what is there to like at the end of the day? There's like two, maybe not even two action set pieces. I mean, come on. Is this the person you want leading Wonder Woman in the future? Wonder Woman's a great character. Wonder Woman's a very important character. Patty Jenkins isn't a genius. Patty Jenkins isn't right for mainstream blockbusters. Just like Kathy Yan is a really good indie director, but she's no good with blockbusters. She failed at Birds of Prey. She didn't have a clue because she didn't even know who the Birds of Prey freaking well were, and she took them out of their costumes out of some progressive aggression. This is what they're all like today. So we will see. So James Gunn can speak on Twitter. He can reply to people and quote tweet people who he doesn't like what they're saying. But ultimately, James, the fans are going to have their opinions. I'm going to have my opinions, and you will never shut me down. Even if you mute me, even if you block me, it doesn't matter. I'm never going to be quiet because I love DC and I'm very overprotective about DC. And it's obvious to me, James, and it's an obvious thing. If you decide that Patty Jenkins should go forward with more Wonder Woman, then you are literally lying. That this is not going to be something new. It's just going to be the rebranding of the same old shit. So we will see, James Gunn and Peter Safran, if you are, if you are the real deal, or if you're just a facade. We will see. That's it really, isn't it? And it's going to be highly, highly interesting what happens here, because I put it out there. If they continue with her, that means nothing has changed. And I don't believe anything has changed. I can see it. It's obvious. You've got actors saying they can't wait to work with James Gunn. So that's a bit of a buzzkill for me, because I don't want any of these people involved. I want a fresh start. I like a lot of the actors who have played these heroes, but I want a fresh start. And it kind of sounds insane not to carry on with Gal Gadot or the other actors who were cast originally. But I think if you're an ambitious company that wants to make a lot of money, you literally start from scratch. You start all over again, but they're not going to do that, everyone. They're not interested in doing that. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to prove here. But I can't prove that until they give you a slate. I can't prove that until they tell you Patty Jenkins is making Wonder Woman 3, because Patty Jenkins is going to be making Wonder Woman 3. Let's get that clear. That's a decision I'm going to hate, and it's a decision I'm going to have a lot to say about. This has been the Movies TV Mad DC Universe Daily here on Movies TV Mad, of course, with me, Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wife, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this beautiful perfection, and I'll see you in the next video. Until I see you again, goodbye, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.